Hello, good people. Welcome back to the Kuhb Games YouTube channel. Welcome back to GK to 1K. We are 1-1 currently on the ladder, sitting at 114 elo. So we are switching it up today, and this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode because I am actually waiting on the GOAT Format Friday tournament to start. So we have a Royal Tribute build for you. Obviously, if we're going to be playing Gravekeepers on the ladder in a series, we're going to have to play Royal Tribute at some time because this card's really cool. A lot of people, debate that Royal Tribute's probably not actually a good card to play in these decks. We're missing some consistency elements. Later on in Yu-Gi-Oh!, of course, you have access to Pot of Duality and stuff like that to help you draw into your combo pieces, your Necro Valley, your Royal Tribute, whatever you need. You also have like Gravekeeper's Commandant as extra ways to get to your Necro Valley while also being, a big Gravekeeper beater, stuff like that. So in GOAT format, the deck is definitely not set up super well to make Royal Tribute work. However, this deck can definitely get some wins, and I think it's pretty sweet. So we are going a little bit more aggressive here because after the Royal Tribute, you want to be able to just like kill your opponent. So we added in the second copy of Gravekeeper Spear Soldier. We're not playing a Chief in this version. We have two Kaikus, actually, to go with the Royal Tributes. If Necro Valley gets destroyed, Kaiku goes really well with the Royal Tribute. Kaiku also, just a big beater, so totally fine. And it also works with a little bit of a sideboard plan that we'll get to here in a little bit. We have two copies of Upstart Goblin in this list. I know I said we're going a little bit more aggressive, so Upstart Goblin seems a little weird, but it is draw power to help you get to your Necro Valley Royal Tribute. You'll also notice that there are 3 full copies of Necro Valley in this list. I know the first list that we played, there were only 2, but we have 3 full copies of Necro Valley with the Terraforming. The reason for that is you really, really want to see your Necro Valleys turn 1 to go with your Royal Tributes. Everything else, pretty standard here. In the main, we have fewer traps. We're less of a grindy mid-range version of Gravekeepers, and we are going aggro here. Getting to the side deck, we have 2 Mobius, 2 copies of Zambara. We have our 3rd copy of Gravekeeper Spear Soldier, 2 Mind Controls this time, and then we have a cheeky little Mystic Plasma Zone. I was actually talking to Petty when we were kind of going over this list, and we were like, what if we just like played a Mystic Plasma Zone? And we could, like, take out one of the Necro Valleys. So, like, in a matchup where Necro Valley's not that great, side in Mystic Plasma Zone, make all of your dudes a little bit bigger, makes your Zambara 2600, which is huge. Your Gravekeeper Spear Soldiers become... Well, I guess those are the same as under Necro Valley, but yeah, you get it. The Kaikus get bigger, Breaker gets bigger, Zambara gets bigger, and... just helps out with playing a little bit of deck devastation virus. Why not? So this is, of course, a little bit all in. Well, not all in on the meme, but it's a little memeier than what like a typical competitive Gravekeepers list would look like. But we're low on the ladder, so let's have some fun. All right, here we are with our first match on the ladder. Oh, this is actually working this time. I believe that. The randomizer was not working in the last video, but here it is. Not just choosing paper gang. Okay, the randomizer knows all. We're playing against Ash is Spicy, which is an alt for someone. I can't remember who it is, but this is sort of like a no-name player, at least from what I remember. And they are fairly high up on the ladder, sitting at 924. We are going to lead on an Upstart Goblin. This hand is okay. It's not amazing by any means. We could throw out Necro Valley, summon Assailant. That just kind of... Well, I guess we do have Book of Moon protection from Snatch still, but, like, it's not great, right? I kind of just want to pass. Though I guess if we lose Necro Valley, it's not the end of the world, but if it's, like, Heavy Storm... That's kind of interesting. I could actually just set Assailant. Yeah, I'm going to set Assailant. And set the Book of Moon behind it. The reasoning for this is Assailant can draw out a knock here, which could be good later for our spies if we draw into one. And generally with the Royal Tribute build, you do want to be getting your monsters out of your hand. So we'll see how this transpires. Opponent... grabbing a couple of Thunder Dragons. So usually Necro Valley pretty good against any Thunder Dragon deck. Okay, we lose 2 of our Necro Valleys here, but that's not the end of the world. We do still have kind of 2 copies left. Yeah, this hand is much better. But, you know, the opponent obviously got to cycle their Thunder Dragons into some better cards that are live. They're set up with, you know, Dark Light, and we don't have a Necro Valley on the board. Maybe I was supposed to play the Necro Valley turn 1. Obviously, it would have worked out better for us to have that, but we do run the risk of running into Heavy Storm like that, so I don't hate it. It's kind of one of those, you know, hindsight, it worked. We lose our Solemn Judgment. Oh, no. I just don't think against Turbo here. Oh, they're playing Judgment. Interesting. Yeah, the Mirror Force already gone. I'm just going to get rid of the Heavy Storm. Keep my monsters. Try to get some pressure going with this Ring of Destruction, though. I feel like we're probably just going to die. Okay, Knock's pretty good. We get that out on the Gravekeeper's Assailant instead of a Spy later, and somehow we are even on card. I guess I went first, so we're actually down a card in a full turn cycle. But, yeah, let's summon out our Spear Soldier here. And see if we can do some good things. Hiya. Ring of Destruction. Okay. Fine with that. If the opponent pro set heavy, the opponent pro set heavy. Good for them. I think I'm just gonna set both. Maybe I don't need to set the Mirror Force. Yeah, they already used their MST. Yeah, I'm just gonna set the ring, I think, and pass the turn. I don't think the Turbo deck is really gonna pressure me all that much here. Yeah, Deco's a very good one to have. But maybe we set the Mirror Force. Whenever the opponent gets like a Chaos Monster or something, we can get a little bit extra value out of it. Yeah, I'm just going to take this 1400. There's no way I'm just going to ring a random Deco here. A set monster. What we got, deck? Gravekeeper Spy. That's a pretty good one. What could they have that would make me want to set the Mirror Force here? Not much, especially sitting behind a Spy. I think I'm just going to pass the turn again. I guess, like, if this is Moth and they get back Knock, that's going to be a problem, obviously. Yeah. Okay. Well, this game would have worked out a lot better had I played the Necro Valley on turn 1, but, you know. I think it was... I just don't think you're supposed to play it out there. Maybe I'm wrong. Especially not knowing the matchup. Like, I know I said this, this, I believe, is an alt account for another player, but I don't remember who it is, so I don't have him, like, pegged on a deck here, but, yeah, we are... Looks like we're going to get swallowed up by the Turbo deck here. Yeah, let's just summon out Assailant. And, yeah, Light and Dark is already online. I guess attacking Deco puts another Dark in the graveyard, so I'm just going to attack the Moth. This stops, like, Moth Tsukuyomi Loop, which, you know, isn't, you know, that impressive right now. It also gets in a little bit more damage, so the opponent's at 5,300. I'll go ahead and set the Mirror Force now. The opponent, you know, they've got 2 monsters. Maybe they flip up another Deco. They summon a Chaos Monster or something. Just a little extra protection now that the life points are getting a little low. Okay, another set monster. Sure. Alright, we're still in this. Knock. Alright. So, they didn't flip this up. I don't think it's a Knight Assailant. I think they would have flipped it up and tried to attack. Potentially. So I think I'm actually going to knock this new one, but I think I'm actually just going to attack over the Deco first. This could be Sangan Serpent. Something like that. Could be Spy. No, can't be... Well, yeah, they only have 1 Spy, so they did have a Spy in hand. That's for sure. Yeah, why did they... Yeah, not Spear Soldier, unfortunately. I wish I could have that extra damage, but I'm just going to go ahead and knock this new set. I think this might actually be Spy. That's Spy. Okay. Okay, well, I still don't think this monster is like something super consequential. I would like to get into one of my Necro Valleys before too long to stop further, chaos plays. That would be very nice. But for now, Gravekeeper's assailant holding down the fort. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Graceful Charity. It's going to be a rough one, I would imagine. But, we haven't really been in a great position for a while in this one, obviously. That's okay. We've got game 2 and 3. We're going to open up Necro Valley. We're going to open up Royal Tribute. And we're going to really give it to the opponent. There's a Sork, okay. I'm going to ask for priority. I would imagine they're going to activate priority here. Yeah, okay. If they didn't, we were getting that Chaos Sorcerer out of here. Alright, there's Sangantha. Sure. Okay. So our opponent just had a bunch of spies in hand, which sucks for us because we could have gotten rid of those with Knock. I think man, if I Mirror Force here, I think I probably have to, though. I can't really afford to take 2,200 because then that just turns my ring off. But, like, Sangan can go grab Moth? Or is Moth... Oh, both of the Moths are gone. Okay, so yeah, that makes it even better. They just grab Serpent. Tribe Infecting Virus. Well... this could very easily be like a Raigeki break, but I kind of want to get aggressive. Because, like, Tribe's a 2-turn clock. Obviously, they can set Serpent on the next turn, but if I draw another monster... let's do it. Summon Tribe. And let's just go ahead and ring up this Chaos Sorcerer. What say you, opponent? Okay. Alright, we got a good game brewing here. We do know Mirror Force is gone, so it's going to have to be... oh, Wing Blast. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That means I've got another beater coming next turn. We'll see if they set the Serpent or if they have something better for us. Upstart, sure, I'll take 1,000. We're out of BLS range. Yep. They can't tribute for Thunder Dragon. Those are gone. It's kind of tough here. Because, like, I would like to leave the Serpent on the board. That way they can't get it back and use it with, like, a Raigeki break or another Wing Blast, but... yeah, I'm just going to be aggressive here. Like, if that was Torrential, I know we saw from, like, GGP Livonia, people are starting to play Torrential in Turbo List again to combat the Warrior matchup. But if that was a Torrential, it's bad for me, but I think we need to do something here to try to push. Because, like, the opponent is getting really, really close to BLS and just killing us. Okay, so that's going to be a Phoenix Wing Wind Blast or something. We draw Sangantha, which isn't terrible. I think with them leaving Serpent in hand, that's probably a Wing Blast or a Raigeki break, so I'm just going to summon the Sangan. Just like the first episode, Torrential isn't real. It cannot hurt me. We know Mirror Force is gone, so we are clear to go Zoom here. Sangan, get in there. Okay, yeah, and then the Tribe is gonna eat shit, go to the graveyard. We have a 2-turn clock with Sangan, but, the opponent down to 10 cards. They've only shown 1 Chaos Monster so far. I don't like our chances, but maybe we get a little lucky. Set monster, and back row. Okay. Judgment. Yes, that's the one I wanted to see. I'm going to set that, and then I'm going to attack with Sangan and just kind of hope this is the Serpent. It is? Okay. So what will we leave in hand over there? Duo's already gone. And definitely not a Chaos Monster. They would have summoned that for sure. Monster? Rite of Spirit. That's a monster. That's a good monster, too. Okay. Alright, let's set that. I'm just going to attack with Sangan again. Deco this time. Okay. That's annoying. But that's okay. We have an answer for a Chaos Monster if they slam one, which is pretty nice. We can get back Spear Soldier with our Rite of Spirit. Yeah, here comes a Chaos Monster. No, thank you. Get that on out of here. We do know the opponent is playing Solemn in the main, though, so that's kind of interesting. If they had a Solemn back, obviously that would have been that would have been lights out for us. Okay, yeah, Tribe is annoying. Yeah, they kill the Sangan. What do I get here? I guess I just get Spear Soldier. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not quite dead. We live at 50, I believe. Yeah, they deal 1,500. But, yeah, unfortunately our spies are gone, so we can't just, like, wall up the attack and have the opponent pitch their last card. Alright, we need a little bit of luck here. We're at 50, the opponent's at 2k. Come on, Valley? Ooh, okay. Okay, that lets us attack over Tribe here. Alright, so let's summon out the Spear Soldier. Alright, play the Necro Valley. There's no way. Alright, I am fully prepared for this to not work. This is like a Raigeki break for Valley or something. Let's go! We got over the Tribe. The opponent can't summon a Chaos Sorcerer here. We've got a Piercer. Okay. Okay. They can get back their Serpent. These things are true. Breaker. No! Alright. Alright. We're out of here. Wow. For that start, I did not expect that we would get that game that close. But let's see. Opponent is playing Solemn Judgments. I kind of want to bring in the Decrees, but maybe I just leave in my Judgments. Though, like, the opponent's going to be siding in stuff like Sakuretsu and all that as well, right? I'm definitely going to bring in Deck Devi. I think we can cut Book of Moons here. This is definitely a Royal Tribute matchup. I like all of my monsters. We could cut Mirror Force. I don't hate that. Just call it a day there. Yeah, don't bring in the Royal Decrees. We'll just lean on, you know, Solemn Judgment to get there. Alright. I like this. That was a super exciting game. I think we would have won had I played the Necro Valley on turn 1, but I still don't think it was correct. Got a really good game out of it nonetheless, though, so pretty happy. Yes! Yes, and we only have one monster, and we got Solemn Judgment? Double Solemn Judgment? Oh, this is... this is cracked. Alright. Summon the boy, play Necro Valley. I don't even think we showed a Royal Tribute. Enjoy, opponent. Here you go. Let's get those monsters out of there. All of them to the graveyard right now. Thunder Dragon, gone. What's next? Gravekeeper Spy, gone. Moth, gone. What else? Come on. You got more? I wish I had a duo here. They leave 2 cards in hand. They do have to show. Or... I believe, like, the thing on goatformat.com says you're supposed to reveal your hand. I don't know if that's for, like, specifically in-person play. Or what, but... I know there are some nuances there. I think the opponent might be looking up the ruling here. Either way, if they don't have to reveal, that's fine. We murdered their hand with Royal Tribute. We got a nice Gravekeeper's Assailant chilling here with double Solemn Judgment, Rite of Spirit to get it back if it dies. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Looking pretty good. Okay, so they have Upstart Goblin, Book of Moon. We'll keep that in mind. And we will pass the turn. Yep, I will gain 1,000 life points. Sounds good to me. They do have Dark Light in the graveyard, but, you know, of course, that's turned off. We can play the game and protect the king with the Necro Valley if we want to. No. You don't get that. We'll take 4,500, get rid of the Breaker, because we know one of the cards left is Book of Moon. Mind Control? That's a good one. That is a very good one. Just going to attack here. If this is Book of Moon, the opponent is more than welcome to flip down my monster. If it's a battle trap, we can just get it right back with the Rite of Spirit. Still get in there for 2k, and then we can deal with the Book of Moon later. Hopefully, I'm really hoping the opponent draws into another spy. Okay, so how aggressive do I want to be here is the question. I can summon this out if the opponent torrentials. I can Solemn Judgment, but I kind of want to save the Solemn Judgment just to protect the Necro Valley. I'm in such a good spot right now that I can just kind of keep going with the status quo. And if they remove this, I can just summon another. And then maybe like in the battle phase, we can get a little frisky or something. Or like next turn, now I can summon it. Now we have lethal, so I don't need to save the Solemn Judgment for something else. We also know about Book of Moon. Okay, that's totally fine, actually. Lose the Assailant, no big deal. We can get it back, of course, with Rite of Spirit. Okay, so our opponent found a Nobleman of Crossout, which I'm just going to let that happen. Yeah. Save the Solemn Judgment. They've got one card. Not too worried about it. Guard. Does that do it? That does it. Okay. Summon Guard. Activate Rite of Spirit. Get back my Assailant, and we are going to be crashing on in there for game. Let's go. Royal Tribute to the rescue. Love to see it. Love to see it. I don't think we need to change anything. I think we're good to go. Just run this back. Do I want the other Spear Soldier? I don't think so. All of my monsters are good. I still like Guard in the matchup, so I think, yeah, I think I'm good here. Let's just run it back. Maybe we can get a Deck Devi going. Any Deck Devis? See if we can pull out this game 3. Game 1. Oh, no Valley. Oh, man. I saw the Royal Tribute, got excited. Maybe we'll draw into it. Gain 1,000 here from this Upstart Goblin. Thank you, opponent. Very generous. Very nice. Okay, set monster. And a whole bunch of back row over there. Pot of Greed. Okay. Alright, Trap Dust Shoot's fine. This gets a monster out of our hand. So, like, if we draw a Necro Valley off of this Pot of Greed, we don't lose any monsters from the Royal Tribute. Okay. Love it. See what they send back. Sangan makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Kind of thought it might be the Sangan. Kaiku obviously very good against Turbo, but Sangan's a little bit more annoying to deal with, I suppose. So yeah, let's slam this Pot of Greed and hopefully we can get a Necro Valley here. Oh, they're gonna Judgment. They're scared of the Necro Valley. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna run out the Kaiku. I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Sangan, alright, that's fine. We've got Snatch Steal here. Okay, I don't hate this at all. Maybe the opponent's hand is filled with monsters, because that was it was a very aggressive Judgment over there. I understand it. Oh, okay, they have a Heavy Storm for our Judgment. Okay, what do you have for the Kaiku here? Sook. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Okay, so we are very much on the back foot now. We know Sook, Serpent, Spear Soldier. And that doesn't survive a Sook attack, but I could just summon an attack. Well, if they set Serpent, they might set Serpent here. Set Tribute to play around potential Dust Shoot draw, and I'm going to pass the turn. Like, obviously it's advantageous to attack in for 1,500 here because the opponent is at 4,000, but I think they might set Serpent, and then we can get, like, yeah, and then on the next turn we can summon out Assailant or whatever. Is this the order I want to do it in, though? I could summon out Assailant, and that actually deals with Tsukuyomi. Maybe save the Spear Soldier for another turn. But if I attack with this and it is, then they go to 27. Yeah, I'm just going to summon... Man, they can run over it with a whole lot of other things, but then I have Snatch Steal, right? Oh man, this is kind of a tough turn. Yeah, like there's no guarantee that this is the serpent either, right? So I'm just gonna summon Assailant and attack. Deco. Okay. Yep. All right, go ahead, opponent. There's no light in the graveyard currently, though if they summon a Chaos Monster, that's kind of fine with me, right? And I've got this Snatch Steel just chilling here. They don't have a light in the graveyard currently. Immediately draws Thunder Dragon. I feel like that happens every single time I say that. But again, like, I'm at a healthy 9,000 life points. Chaos Monster's not that big of a deal. Tribe, totally fine. Yeah, they pitch the Serpent. Assailant's out of here. Alright, what do I want? Necro Valley? Valley's not amazing. Assailant's not it either. That's for sure. Do I summon it, though? I could. Just try to get in there for 3,100. I think I might. Well, if I snatch... I think I just snatch an attack. No, I don't know. Like, it could be Mirror Force. I'm gonna go for it. I know I did this, but like, we're so far behind, like, card advantage-wise and stuff, I think I just need to do this. If this is a Raigeki break the opponent has down, I just lose, but, like, that's gonna happen anyway, right? So, let's get in there. Hopefully it's not a Mirror Force. Okay. Okay. Alright. I mean, that was calculated, right? Because, like, if I just snatch the Tribe and attack, they only, like, take a net 600. It's just kind of sitting there. The opponent has 8 billion cards in hand. Okay, I set a monster. Serpent. Oh. Well, that's big game. Oh, that's big game. Let's go. Terraforming, get our Necro Valley going. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, I wish that attack had gone through now. Alright, play Necro Valley. Summon the boy. Flip Royal Tribute. All those monsters. Get them out of here. 1. Thunder Dragon. Goodbye. Thunder Dragon. Goodbye. Tsukuyomi. Goodbye. Mobius. Goodbye. What else we got? Snatch? Oh, no, not a Snatch. Come on, man. No. That's like... what do you do? What do you do? Yeah, we do get in for a whole bunch of damage. 1750, but like... Oh, Snatch Steel. 2 of our assailants are gone. I mean, we're drawing off the top. What are we doing? Yeah, opponent gets Serpent back. Believe this is our... No, we do still have a Spear Soldier left in the deck, so if the opponent sets another monster, there's a chance maybe, you know, we can just deal huge damage that way. Our opponent is cut off from Chaos plays. So there is that. Okay, Book of Moon, the Spear Soldier, that's fine. Yeah, so now I'm not gaining 1,000, but they are still attacking in for healthy 2,000. Spy is great. Oh, Guard. Guard would be nuts here. Necro Valley's not it. Alright, pass the turn. Man. It's going to come down to that Mirror Force turn. Looks like it. Okay, this gives me an extra turn, I guess. Unless the opponent wants to summon out Serpent, but that could be kind of dangerous. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Gravekeeper's Guard. Deck Diffy. Yeah, okay. Alright, we'll set it. Pass the turn. Take our 2K. Tribe. Okay. Okay. Tribe's pretty good. Can at least get Spear Soldier off the board here. Okay. Declare Prio. Spellcaster. Attack. Yeah. Alright, it's 650. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Necro Valley, get me there. Come on. They're thinking. They're thinking. No, what? spy. Okay. 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 Alright, set spy. And they still have the serpent. Oh man. They've got 5 more turns of this. No, don't knock my spy. Okay. Alright, well. Keep looking back at the Mirror Force turn. We would have been... I don't know. It would have worked out. Clearly, but like Mirror Force is literally the only card that like super punishes there. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I kind of want to hold this Grace. Duo is not gone this game, so no, I'm just gonna throw it off then. See what we can get ourselves into. Heavy Storm, Knock and Break. I want all of these cards. We haven't seen TT from the opponent actually in any of these games, so I think I might actually just keep the breaker and go for lethal here. Sure. Let's give it a shot. There's a reasonable chance that this is a Chaos monster. Alright, let's go after this Messenger of Peace. If this is Night Assailant, of course, that kind of thwarts things here, so I'm actually going to attack with Tribe first. So they have to deal with the Breaker. Widespread Ruin, okay? They get to choose. Tribe's gone. Makes sense. Attack with Breaker. Yep, it is Serpent. Pass the turn. Wow. What a great match, though, right? This has been very entertaining. If we draw something that we can deck Devi with, we could just deck Devi, and like if the opponent sets a monster here. Ring? I'm not attacking. I'm not attacking. We're setting Ring. We're passing the turn. 1 Book of Moon is gone. There's no way they're playing another, right? Yes. 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 Spear Soldier? Yes. Yes. Let's go. Summon? Yes. Okay. Attack with Spear Soldier. Yes. What a match. Oh, man. Oof. And we are going to gain a ton of experience here. Holy crap. All right. We're going to go to 140. And we're going to call this a short episode here. Again, I'm just kind of playing however many matches I want or however much time I have. But like, let's go. We can go over to the full screen. We kind of forgot to do that in the first one, but the Goat Format Friday tournament starts in 6 minutes. This match was almost 30 minutes long. We've got the deck profile as well, so we'll call this a short one. And like, we're not going to follow up this match. Let's be real. This match was insane. It was a lot of fun. We got to do the whole Royal Tribute thing. 2 games, just get a bunch of cards out of the opponent's hand. This was sick. Yeah, we can look at the full screen. Go see the Moki Moki. Here we are, as you can see, giant Moki Moki here. We're at 140 on the ladder. We are currently 2-1, so things are looking up for Gravekeepers, but we have a long way to go. So, hope you guys enjoyed the match today. Maybe I'll make the next one a little bit of an extra long video, just to make up for only one match in this one, but I think this one's perfect. It was such a good match. I've got to jump into the Goat Format Friday tournament here in a few minutes as well, so hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next one.